Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of my Dungeon Boss campaign series. We are starting chapter 19, which is going to be a two-part video series. It is a little bit longer chapter. Got a couple of dungeons here, 2, 4, 6, 6 of them. Looks like 2, 4, 6, 7. So we're going to do a 3 and a 4. We'll probably do the 4 first and then the 3 because these will likely be more difficult. We are starting out with a difficulty of 51, which makes this a little bit tougher than where we're at. Currently level 49, but we do have runes on our side. We're the very first time we went through campaign before runes. This may have been a little bit out of reach here, but we should be able to handle it. So, first things, not sure what happened with chapter 18. Lost all of my audio there, so I apologize for that. We should be back up and running appropriately for this one. So let's go ahead and get things kicked off with chapter 19. We're going to do the first 4 dungeons. First up is Cursed Hillside. So when I see this dungeon here, anytime I see these little wisps or spirits, you know, they used to have this thing that said kill spirits or wisps, but I never really knew what a wisp was because these guys were always listed as spirits. Not really sure why they called them that, but regardless of the elemental color here, because they're undead, my main man is going to be Kira for this one. I haven't used Kira in a while. He's a little bit underwhelming when you don't have him max ascended, so I haven't even really been using him in PvP either, just because I haven't gotten to a point where I can get the epic weapons yet either. But he'll also do well against that purple one as well. So. The rest of the dungeon is green, so we either want to bring fire heroes or green heroes, nature heroes. We're going to bring Nub Nub as our nature healer. So we're going to take Kira. We are going to take Koros. We are going to take... let's see what we want to do here. I think Ponti is always a good choice, and then we will take Nub Nub for our healer. As far as potions go... I think we're fine with the potions that we got. I don't think there's any real danger of dying. I guess I am under... I shouldn't say that. I'm under level compared to what this dungeon is supposed to be. So I guess the odds of dying may actually be much higher than I expect. But with the runes, I feel like the runes easily add maybe 2 or 3 levels compared to what it was without runes. So it looks like a middle of the road length of dungeon. 5 rooms, not a problem there. I'm just going to go ahead and use my AoE on the first one, test things out. Kira's a little bit lagging behind as far as levels go, but yeah, I expected him to one-shot those little guys there. And then those guys actually held their own. Kill the stronger one first. I actually should be able to kill both of them. Yeah, not too difficult, to be honest here. The main thing is going to be how do we want to use our energy potion, if at all, because we are going to run into a point where we don't have any AoEs left. There's only going to be so much we can do. So I know I can probably still kill one of these guys. Yeah, we're doing good there. I feel like this guy's probably going to disease me. Oh, never mind. I'll just kill him. How about? So we got through a little segment here where we didn't have to worry about AoEs. That was a good thing. I was actually expecting to get diseased by that one wisp because I wasn't going to kill him. But oh, and then how about that? We get a treasure room, so it's only a 4-room dungeon. See if we can get some tokens. We did not. Lopina tokens are tough to come by. Not had a lot of luck in the chests lately. That is a different story though. Alright, so this is a room for Koros, if you ask me, because of the greenies. I want to avoid using Ponti's AoE, which I believe I will. Yep, Koros lit those guys up pretty amazing. The only downside of killing everybody so fast is I can't get any heals or defense up with Nub Nub. Just because I want to see the carnage, I'm going to go ahead and use this. I want to see if he can wipe the room. I don't think he will, but it'd be pretty awesome if he did. The little guys, maybe. As long as they're not immune to spirit. Ponty's going to do some damage. Here we go. Nailed it. Well, how about that? Alright, first one went off without too much of a hitch, so I like that. Basically just play it out. Level didn't seem like it was a major concern. That kind of makes me feel like we're going to be able to get through chapter 21 without having to be, level 60 like I maybe thought. See what we got here. Bunch of mushrooms, they can be super annoying. Little taunter there. I think we're going to bring the same team. Just because of all the dark ones. We want somebody that's going to be able to handle that with Kira. So let's see how this team fares here. The big thing is if I do get the Z is I don't have a cleanse handy. That's the big disadvantage here. And I don't have a taunter, so if I'm not dishing out the damage, I'm going to ultimately start getting pounded pretty bad. So that's the only real thing to worry about here. We do have one energy potion, though, I think, that we can... one energy potion that we can use in the event that we want to reset Kira, for example. So far, these guys look like they are not overly difficult, so I'm happy with that. Fairly short dungeon, 4 rooms. I do like the shorter ones. It's easier to get through them quicker. We're going to use our AoE here, and then I'll recharge it as needed. Reason being is because of this stupid event snake here. That will be long done since, or by the time you guys watch this, so pay no attention to her, but I don't want her dishing out extra damage and causing any problems. So I'll use my revive or energy potion as needed, just to make sure I stay alive. I don't want to run in anything unexpected, to say the least. So things look decent enough where I don't think it's going to be a huge issue as far as dying, unless something tragic happens, I guess. Alright, so let's start with this guy. We'll do some AoE now. That's about what I wanted to see. 37,000 on that poor evo. Not even close to my highest ever recorded damage. I could probably get it higher now with runes out there. But anybody that looks back at my old vintage videos, like some of the real old ones before I started doing audio, I do have a Kira kill shot on a undead guy for 360,000, I think. It's pretty impressive at the time. It was tough to coordinate too because you had to use friend heroes accordingly and marked for death. It was tough to set up without actually killing the person. It was a guild challenge that I did, and really nobody even tried to beat it, but it is what it is. So, if you enjoy my videos, you can troll back about 200 videos ago, and you might find it. It's called Kira Kill Shot. It's very short. But yes, I do challenge anybody to show me a screenshot of a higher single damage output. If you beat it, maybe I'll feature it and say, hey, you're pretty awesome. I think that was even before runes, so I feel like I could get a 500,000 hit somewhere in there. But I really don't have the ambition to try it, if we're being honest here. Alright, more undead. That seems to be the concept here. This Razor Wind Pass, I hate doing this one on challenge mode too. It's one of the least favorite ones when I have undead quests. With the fire guy in here though, we can bring Grognog back. We haven't had him in a while. And we actually have to switch healers too. So we're going to go Grog, and we're going to go Ponty. And then we are going to go... We're going to still go Kira, just because of the undead aspect, and then we'll go with Yasmin. Death hasn't really been an issue, so we're going to swap out and get that extra energy potion, because I feel like it's more likely that I will need the energy potion than I would die. So, as a general rule, if I can use an energy potion to prevent dying, it seems like it's a better choice, because energy potions are much cheaper than revive potions, and you can always get by without energy potions, but sometimes you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, as I say most times, I like to get started off on a good foot. I don't want to be lagging behind right away in the first room. It gives me a chance to test out those red Sumes and see if they're a threat to me. I'm guessing Grog will kill both of them, which he did easily. 245 room dungeon, middle of the road, potential for a mid-level boss. Maybe not a boss, but like a champion level hero in there, or enemy, if you will. I don't think he can one-shot these guys. Have a quick look here. I don't want to waste my AoE. So that is a tricky one. I'm going to go ahead and use this just because I don't know what they're going to do, and I would just rather not chance it. As I said, that's why I brought the extra energy potion along, just to handle situations like this, where if I want to get one of my AoEs back, it's not a huge issue. Alright, we will kill this guy first, even though that guy is probably the least dangerous out of all of them. But if he does do a lightning-based attack, I mean, I don't want to be dealing with shock damage, so... Alright, first chance to see what they're going to do. Nothing too critical. Kill this guy first. There we go. Alright, one more dungeon here. Or room, rather. I don't know why I always say dungeon. I kind of wish I had my AoE up, but I'll save it for the boss room. Not a big deal there. And I'll use an energy potion on Grognog, probably. But I want to definitely wipe this room here, so I go in fully loaded. I don't want to be dealing with anybody next to dying. So, a bunch of undead. So it's a good thing that I actually saved this skill here. It's not going to kill them, but it'll be a good start. And actually, you know, if I use my other energy potion, I can kill them on the next round. But honestly, I think Ponty's probably going to clean up anyways. That extra crit that I got was pretty awesome there. I may not even have a second round. We just stomped these guys good. Alright, so now's the time. What are we going to do here? I'll just top everybody off. We'll see what he does. Probably some sort of electrical storm. Or maybe a basic attack. Holy wow, Thundercracker. Fortunately, I don't lose a 3-star for that, but that was something else. I don't really know what it was. I think of Thundercracker as something like Intensify Shock, but I wasn't shocked. But I guess it's just one of those super powerful attacks, kind of like Sifu Jianzi does, where it's just like, you know, one shot and he just smokes you. Should still have the 3-star. Never actually looked to see what happens if you finish with a half-dead Ponty. 3 stars, so I'm good with that. Still getting lesser runes. I kind of wish I was getting improved, but I'm really hurting for some really good runes. I have some okay champion runes, but I've only been in like the brawler leagues. I'm not really up there in PvP. So we are on the last one of this video, Course Climb, which I believe, I thought this one was casters, but it's not. It's just those demons again. Kira's going to be good against the light enemies. We got to pull off Grognog though because of the nature enemies. I don't want to be dealing with that, and we actually have to pull Yasmin as well. So we will go with Kira. We will go with Koros. We will go with Ponty, and we will go with Nub Nub. Should be good enough to get us through this one pretty much unscathed. All things considered, we technically have 5 AoEs worth if we use one of each, plus the 2 energy potions. If we use the energy potions appropriately, we could probably have 6 total AoEs because of, we'll let probably Kira's refresh itself. And actually, we're not even going to use AoE on this first one because there's only 2 guys in here. Oh wow, that did like nothing. Okay, this is going to be bad. I could try for the crit, or I can heal. I have a revive potion on deck, so let's not worry about that too much. As long as they don't Viper Strike again, we'll be alright. Guess we gotta do this. Not used to seeing those elite enemies right out of the gate like that. I wasn't expecting to run into such opposition. I probably could have used all 3 of my AoEs and not killed them both. Especially if they're going to play Dodgy McDodgerton. I mean, gosh. I don't think he's shifty, but jeez. Yeah, let's light him up with the vibrating palm. Barely did anything. Now we're talking. Alright. Get past this first room. Hopefully things settle down from there. Fortunately, Chapter 19 challenge mode is many, many weeks off, but that would be a tough opening one for me there with the hero roster that I have right now. Show me some dark heroes now. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. And they're not elites either, so should just be back to par for the course. And they're just getting tougher. So who do I want to kill here? It's important that we actually do kill people. That worked as expected. This should work as expected. And that one guy is left over. And that's good. Couldn't have asked for anything better there, so I'm alright with that. Now he's got evasion. They're probably already high dodge as it is, and he's got evade now. I wasn't going to waste Koros's purge on there, so. Alright, one more room to get through before things really get serious. I'm not opposed to AoE in here, so we will let Kira's keep going on cooldown, and we will use Koros instead. Yep, good choice by me. Good choice. Because they are magical, I believe. I missed it, but maybe I'll get it on the next room. I believe they're magical, and that's why they did the took extra damage there. Oh, Jade Demon Karu. I think he might have Savage Fury. Nope, not on regular mode. I think he might have that on challenge mode, though. Alright, so we are probably going to split up here. I don't know if it's good to fight on a opposing front. That guy's gonna be dead. Well, that's good. Diseased him, though. Let's see what the Jade Demon's got in him. Viper Strike, maybe? Or just attack elemental disadvantage. Kind of an idiot there, but let's get some defense. Survive, and I think this guy's toast. Probably easier than those elites before. Said it'll come down to what sort of skill he's gonna do. Defense helped me quite a bit there. Yeah, I think I got this guy toasted pretty well. Yeah, that first room was a bigger pain than this one was. Even Disease did 2,000, I like that. Potion free, gotta love that. Easy peasy. Alright, so we did the first 4 dungeons of chapter 19. So things are looking pretty promising. I would assume the last dungeon is probably going to be a little bit tougher. But holding our own so far. So, I mean, that's ultimately what we care about, is just getting through, get the 3-star. Ultimately move on to the next thing. So we will finish up in the next video with the last 3 dungeons of this chapter. I'm expecting them to go just equally as well. We haven't run into any real opposition yet. I expect the level to increase here, 52, so it's starting to outpace us a little bit. This is a perfect dungeon for Grognog, though, so not overly concerned even with the star levels that we're seeing here. So we'll pick up these last 3 in the next video, and as always, thanks for watching.
Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting my channel. If you like this video, please show your continued support by hitting that like button, and be sure to check out both my YouTube channels for new content all the time. And always remember, peace is a lie, there's only passion. We'll see you next time.